Dog Squad? Trey back in another video on the channel today, Dog Squad. And in today's video, we are going to be previewing the Seahawks Cowboys Week 13 matchup. Now, when you're watching this, it is a Wednesday, the Wednesday before the game is played. I'm making this on, well, it's about to be Sunday, but it's Saturday at 11 o'clock p.m. because I was busy watching college football, or however we call that, so I wanted to go ahead and make it now. So I could give it to y'all because I can't make it during the week. Sadly, I gotta go to school on Monday, but I'll be back at it Christmas break. Get a lot more videos and a lot more Cowboys stuff and NFL. Sorry I couldn't make any skits, but maybe Christmas break. Before we get into this video, thank you so much for support. We are about 10 away from 700. Please, let's get to there. Let's get to there. We've been in the 600 mark for a long time, since summer. Let's please get to 700. But now, without further ado, let's get previewing this Seahawks-Dallas Cowboys matchup, Week 13. Here we go, Dog Squad. Here we go, Dog Squad. Seahawks at Cowboys Week 13 preview. Super excited here to be previewing this video. This was from 2018 playoff game, the wild card round. Dak made a big touchdown right there, stretching. I remember watching that. Then we lost to the Rams the next round. Well, I would say it was a good playoff run there for there. You know. Anyways, let's get on to this. Seahawks at Cowboys Week 13 NFL season. So Dallas, the spread is going towards them. They are favored to win by 7. Over under 45.5. You'll see my score prediction in just a second. What it is: Seahawks 6-5. I put down my Den Boys report just a little bit ago. They do have a winning record, which we can always beat, but they do have a winning record. So I don't want to hear anything if we win, unless if we lose, then we get it. But they're a team we can definitely beat. The spread covers us. They are a winning record, so they are going to be a bit tougher. Not saying that always matters, but they are going to definitely be in the conversation for being a tougher team we played this year. So, but yeah, we can definitely handle the Seahawks. They're definitely we're supposed to beat them. They're not like an easy team you walk all over. They got a bunch of talent. They got really good offense. Defense has been well. It's done well. It may not be the best, but it is a good defense. But now we'll see what goes on this game. Win and winner, 7:15 p.m. Central Time. AT&T Stadium, Arlington, Texas, on Thursday on Amazon Prime. So it'll be a Thursday night matchup over on Amazon Prime Video. If y'all do not have that, y'all should go get it. You don't have. It's not. I don't think there's a payment. Maybe there is, but it's just to get Prime Video. It helps Amazon out. I have it. We've had it forever, and then that's why they're doing it. So predict the score for me in the comments. So I don't know if the edge or something on this video came out, but it says 41-31 Cowboys. I was almost right. The past two predictions, I was about right, maybe. 33-13 was prediction for when we played the Panthers. Final score was 33-10. My prediction was for the Commanders game, 42-17. Final score was 45-10. So if it could be like a 44-28 game or something like that, 44-31 game, 44-27, 41-27, something like that, where the Cowboys win it. Now, if this is the final score and the Seahawks win it, maybe there's something in there, but I do not want to get it. So type C for the Cowboys, and type, I guess, SCA in the comments for Seahawks, I guess. I didn't actually think of that. Key players and groups to watch for the Seahawks. Did I? Okay, yeah, I know that says Commanders, but it means Seahawks. Key players and groups to watch for the Cowboys. Dak Prescott, can he go off? Well, that's a question. This is a tougher team. I'm sure he will be able to. Receiver Brandon Cooks. I'm putting him in this list as well as CeeDee Lamb because I think Cooks has been able to stand out more from this offense. He seemed to be doing a lot better when it's home. It seems like at least getting more attention. He's became more like a Cowboy. We're able to use him more, and then so CeeDee Lamb. Just keep feeding him the ball and we'll win. The D-line is a question. Will they come out ready to play in that first quarter, in that first half, as well as the pass defense? That D-line you're going to have to watch out for because if they can get past, they can go to Geno Smith with an O-line that has a couple veterans. We can, or maybe veterans, but they have with an O-line that's pretty could be tough to go past. That's what that D-line. Micah Parsons needs to get more involved. Odigizua, Hankins, that Armstrong, Lawrence. We got to get the whole D-line going tomorrow. Deron Bland, will he make that 6th interception? It's not really because he already broke the record, but can he break it even more to make it higher? Let's see if he can get more picks. And then running back Tony Pollard, I want to see more from him as well. I want to see the same way he's been doing. He's getting a lot of yards, touchdowns, exactly what we like to see out of him. Key players to watch for: Seahawks, not Commanders. Geno Smith, he's going to be a weapon. He has an arm. He got hurt a couple weeks ago, but he played last week against the 49ers on Thanksgiving. Will we be able to get to him is a question. Tyler Lockett's going to be sneaky. Better watch out for him. DK Metcalf's a big dude. Got to be able to watch out for him. Lockett, I feel like, has gotten more attention this year than Metcalf. Bobby Wagner, a veteran. I mean, he's been able to be there this year for that defense. And if you have a powerful defense this year, when you have Leonard Williams and all that, you have Jordan Brooks, the rookie, Devon Witherspoon. Yeah, and that's just definitely a defense that you just got to be able to watch out for. Darrell Taylor is definitely one of them you got to watch out for. They're going to be big impact players. They've been able to stop a lot of offenses this year. They've been very impactful quite a bit on the 49ers offense the other day, so you better watch out. And then Kenneth Walker, Charbonnet's been trying to take over for him quite a bit, but he's been able to produce quite a bit this year in his stats. So we compare both of the stats for Geno Smith and Dak Prescott. Dak Prescott is currently blowing him out of the water. We have compared to Geno Smith's 2,584 yards. He has about 400 more yards than Geno Smith. Dak Prescott, 2,935 yards. Only 12 TDs for Geno, 23 for Dak Prescott, and then 6 interceptions and 8 for Geno Smith. 107.4 passer rating. About 20 more passer rating, more percentage of that. That is exactly Dak Prescott. What he's been able to do this year is phenomenal. Keep doing it. Geno Smith could be impactful to that defense. We've got to step up, and we'll go over that in just a second. What to do to win? Get to Smith and Walker. Yes, you're going to have to go through an O-line that can handle some teams. Can handle that D-line if they don't get involved enough. We got to make sure to protect them. Got to make sure to go over, get out of the way. Got to get that run defense going, that pass defense as well. Get to Geno Smith because he can get sack taken quite a bit. Maybe not as usual as maybe Dak, but he can get sacks taken if he faces the right defense, and that's exactly what he could be facing tomorrow. Protect the Metcalf-Lockett duo. Producing touchdowns all year. This is a top 10 receiver, maybe top 15 receiver duo. This is a very impactful. I'm worried about them for going up against both of them because we're gonna either get Curse, we're gonna have to get Lewis, we're gonna have to get Deron Bland to go. I mean, this is Stephon Gilmore's gonna have to make the plays he made last week. You're gonna have to keep playing like that, and it's just something that you're gonna have to worry about. That's what my main concern is this year, or this game. Keep letting Dak deal. Yes, obviously, it's just keep letting him move that ball. I'm not too worried about the offense as much as the defense. Offense, you're going up against a good, I would say good, not the best, but good defense, which we'll go over in just a second, comparing our offense to the Seattle defense. Pollard keeps moving. I like to see him doing what he's done the past 2 weeks. This is against a different defense. Better one. Let's get Pollard in the end zone. 3 TDs this year. We can get him in more of the running back, get more running yards. We were only 12th in the rushing, so I would try to see if we could get that higher. Don't have any costly mistakes in this game. This isn't a huge game, but this is a big game. There's a difference. This is minor. Or this is lesser than an Eagles game, or a game against the Dolphins, or a game. This is the Seahawks. They're good. Don't have any costly mistakes against them. This is whatever could turn the tables around. Do not let it happen. And then come out of the first play and please start playing defense the first half. I know it's just one game. Please don't do it again. You can't, or they'll rack up points on you right away. Okay, so let's review the past 5 games for both of these teams. The Seahawks took a took a barely winning against P.J. Walker and the Browns, which they are a good team this year. If we had to play them, it'd be very interesting to see. One of my friends is a Browns fan. They got dominated, blown out by the Ravens. They blew out the Lions too, the Ravens as well at home, so I'm not really surprised. They almost did it to the Browns, but they blew it. The Commanders, see, that's another thing. People saying something about, oh, it's only the Commanders. Look at this, 29-26 at home against the Commanders. You did it. You only put up 29 against that defense. We put up 45. 38, actually, because you've only count the Deron Bland. Loss to the Rams, that's not his best, but you did maybe lose Smith during the game, and you did have some maybe costly stuff, and you just can't have it. Then the 49ers, you did better than we did. Of course, we had to go to San Francisco, but we just weren't ready to play. But they did lose that game on Thanksgiving. So they are a good team, but they aren't the best. I would say I'm fitting them around a 6 or 7 seed this year. They're not going to probably be, unless we lose to them, they're probably not going to be ahead of us. Unless we start losing games. Okay, so we look back our Rams game that we dominated. Eagles game, heartbreaking. Giants game, blown out. Panthers game, once again dominated, whooped. And Commanders game, pounded. Bunch of dominations by this Cowboys team who've been able to take care of business. And then when we get to that Eagles game in Philadelphia, you played much better than them. You just couldn't turn around. You got to win those games. But hey, you see where we're going? People are only saying that we have the domination. You're blowing out bad team. Look, you eventually went to versus a really good team. And look, you played much better than them. You just couldn't edge it out. Plus, that game was also messed up with penalties. I'm not blaming the rest for that game. I'm not going to do that. But, they sucked. But there were a lot of stuff going on in that game. So, question for the Dog Squad. Will Deron Bland have another pick 6 or interception? Will he have that? Geno Smith has 8 interceptions. Will it be his 9th this year? Well, who knows? Past matchups. The Cowboys are currently 0-3 in regular season matchups in these 4. We have not won a game in regular season against Seattle since 2014 with Tony Romo. Dak has never beaten Seattle in the regular season. The other one I'm counting out is 2015 when we had Matt Castle at quarterback that game. When Tony Romo got hurt, this was the year before Dak got drafted. And we lost by 1 point. It was a close game, couldn't win it, and we just couldn't win really a lot of games that year. But anyways, 2017, you lost on Christmas Eve, 21-12. That wasn't very exciting. Just couldn't do it. That was a playoff puncher, and you blew it. 24-13 in 2018, just couldn't get it. You're getting blown out at 1 point by Seattle at home, away game. 2019. It was actually the same season. They came here for a playoff game, and you barely defeated them. And they were a good team that year. You had that 3-5 comeback, beaten with Amari Cooper to go 10-6 and go in the wild card. Play the Seahawks, lose to the Rams that next game. That was from the preview at the beginning. That was from that game. Dak scoring 38-31. 2020, you lost one. Dak. I believe that was a game before the no, I think that was actually 2 games before the Giants game. So we lost that game. We tried to score at the end, but we just couldn't. So we've had some trouble with Seattle in the past, but none of them had. The last time we played Seattle, Russell Wilson was on the team. We have not played the Seattle yet without Russell Wilson. This is where it is right here. Offense versus the defense. We're going to start off with Seattle's offense versus defense. 21st overall. 14th in passing and 25th in rushing. That's not an offense you would want to see. But they do have weapons. They have a good offense. They get a good team. Right there, this is what we got to defend them. If you're 3rd in that, 2nd in that, and 15th in rushing, you can handle all 3 of them. Please do. I'm not calling them a sucky team because they're not. They're dangerous. But you're a better team. Please do. Defense. Yeah, not the best defense either. 23rd, 21st, and 22nd. That's just not as good. And look at our offense. 44th in overall, 6th in passing and rushing is 12th. Much better. Okay, box score predictions is the last one. I stopped doing injury because I just feel like they always are in and outs. It's just hard when, especially now, it's just always in and outs. Okay, first quarter. I have prediction box score prediction with specifics. So I predicted it to be a, like I said, 41-31 game at the end. I believe it'll be a 14-7 game at the end of the first. Cowboys never trail this entire game. I believe that we will never trail. Cowboys, I feel like, will come out at the start. They'll get ready to play. They'll keep doing what they're doing. It's gonna be a tough game against a tough team. Dak will have 2 TDs, but I will have them bring in Dowdle into the game, him fumbling, and then the next drive, Kenneth Walker actually fumbles the ball. Also, I want to make note that Jake Bobo, I believe, is playing in the game, so if he ever comes in, I would be very careful with him as well. He can get some catches on you, so I'd be very careful with him again. He is a young player. We saw him in preseason, so it's kind of like the same thing with Tolbert. Fumble to each team. I would say Dak does throw a dime to throw like a tight end fade, basically, but it's a little kind of like a little post route to CeeDee Lamb, and then you throw a corner route to Brandon Cooks, and then I got Kenneth Walker. It's 14-0. Kenneth Walker goes and scores a rushing touchdown. Second quarter at halftime, you have the Cowboys. I had Walker. I didn't realize I had Walker rushing touchdown right here. Okay, so it's just 2 field goals by Dallas. Seattle never scores a point in the second half. They go up 20. It's 20-7. Sorry. It's supposed to be 20-14. Okay, sorry, my mistake. 20-14. Walker does score another touchdown. He's got 2 touchdowns in this game. I do think he'll get 2 touchdowns. I believe, because I think our rush defense is still going to be a little weak. We had a little trouble with Brian Robinson Jr., so 20-14 at half. Third quarter, 28-24, Dallas. Pollard will get the TD at the end of the right there for opening drive for Dallas with a Fergie 2-point conversion to make it 28-14, and then a couple drives later for Seattle, they go to Lockett on a 36-yard touchdown. It is a bomb down the field in the end zone, and then also I have Dak between that drive, setting up Seattle on that drive. He's going to throw an interception, his 7th of the year. I think he's going to throw one against a defense like that. But I believe right. I think that's right. Well, I guess my calculations are wrong because it'd be 20-14. They have another field goal too, so it's going to be 28. To 24 in that game, so it's gonna be a calculation. Forgot a field goal. There's also gonna be a field goal somewhere at the end of the third quarter as well. And then the fourth quarter, I do have Dallas 41-31. I feel like we'll have 2 field goals, not 1. In this game, it will be a touchdown pass to CeeDee Lamb. Lamb will have 2. Dak will have a total of, I guess, if you're saying it will be 3 TDs in this game. I think he's gonna have about over 250 to 300 yard touchdown passing game once again with an interception. I feel like one of the field goals or a touchdown, it's gonna be a kickoff return. D. Eskridge maybe. I don't know who they're gonna have at kick return, but I believe that's what they'll have, and that's will be it. 41-31. This will be maybe some slip ups in the red zone. Maybe some slip ups. We will have to kick more field goals, but your offense and defense produces really well. I'm not too worried about this game. But I am going to worry about maybe stopping Metcalf and Luck. And I think we can. But I think most defenses, I think it's going to be that Kenneth Walker, I think, is going to have some trouble getting into the end zone, I think. I think we're really going to have our main focus on that pass defense. I think we'll be fine with that. But I do still worry that we won't. But it's up and down for me with that. But that's going to be it for today, Dog Squad. Thank you so much for watching. Come back next time. Hope you enjoy the game on Thursday. This game should hopefully go to a 9-3 record. Hopefully we do beat the Seahawks. Remember, they have a winning record, but we can definitely beat them. We're supposed to win. So this preview will be tomorrow. The game is tomorrow, since the preview is here on Wednesday night. Should be whatever time I post it. I know I'll probably post it later when I'm not at school, because I know a lot of y'all will be at school during that time. But thank you so much for watching, Dog Squad, and I will see you next time. And that's my final video of the week. I'll see you next weekend after the Cowboys, and I'll review the plays and do only all scores and some more stuff on the channel. I'll see you next time, Dog Squad. Peace.